5 minutes late to the party. Heads turn. All eyes on you. Sporting a fresh coffee stain, hair totally unhinged, plus serious forehead sweat going. They saw it all. And they're judging. At least, that's the vibe. But, reality check. 2 folks barely noticed. One just checked the door, waiting for their buddy. The other kept scrolling before you even sat. The stain, invisible. The sweat, missed it. 0 cares given. Anyone who actually saw you forgot you existed seconds later. Science calls this gem the spotlight effect. Grasp this and stop acting like life's a Broadway stage. In 2000, psychologist Thomas Gilovich ran a Cornell study flipping our views on self-consciousness. The setup was genius. They grabbed college kids, forcing them into t-shirts featuring giant Barry Manilow faces right up front. Back then, on campus, rocking Barry Manilow merch was like walking around wearing a neon sign yelling, "Please judge me." They sent these subjects into rooms full of seated peers. They sat briefly, then got yanked out. Outside, researchers asked one thing. How many folks in there noticed your awful shirt? The mortified students guessed. Half the room spotted it. 50%, they figured, saw Barry staring back. Then, Gilovich checked the actual data, the real numbers. Barely 25% noticed the shirt. Some completely missed the entrance. They felt twice as visible as they really were. This was no fluke. They ran endless variations. Tested positive attention too. Flattering shirts featuring beloved icons like Bob Marley or MLK. Exact same outcome. Cringe or cool. Subjects thought they stood out way more than reality. They even ditched the clothes test. During group discussions, they asked who noticed their specific remarks. Every single time, folks overestimated how much others cared about their input. Brilliant idea or total blunder, didn't matter. They were basically ghosts. So, why does your brain troll? It's a glitch called anchoring. You live through one lens. Yours. You feel the nerves, scrutinize your own flaws. In every mirror, hear every slight voice crack. When guessing what others see, you start with your intense feelings and weakly adjust for their busy lives. You're tethered to extreme self-focus. You feel the deep embarrassment, so you assume everyone else must. Here's the real kicker. Recall your last trip in an elevator with some stranger. Do you recall their outfit, their shoe color? Happy or exhausted? Highly doubt it. You were plotting your day, dreaming about lunch, or stressing over an email. Meanwhile, that stranger probably spent 10 minutes picking that outfit, stressing hardcore over a tiny chin zit, or worried the cologne was totally overpowering. And you missed all of it? You were starring in your own film. They were just blurry extras. That's the spotlight effect. Unfiltered. The origins are ancient, predating modern shrinks. Historically, humans roamed in tight-knit clans, capped around e-bivwusha folks. Clout wasn't just fun. It meant survival. Look weird or weak. You got exiled from the crew. Far from warmth, your brain wired itself there, always assuming the worst, because missing social cues meant literal death. Game over. But we aren't cavemen anymore. Welcome to 8 billion neighbors. You pass more randoms weekly than ancestors met ever. Your brain missed the update. Running buggy Caveman software. Terrified that everyone is a threat. Spoiler alert, they aren't. Never even were. The researchers uncovered a darker twist. It hits way closer to home. Meet the illusion of transparency. That sweaty interview panic. You think the boss sees fear, hiding tears at a rave? You assume the squad knows. They tested public speakers. Speakers assumed their shaky hands were glaringly obvious, but the audience surveys, they rated the speaker's anxiety. The speakers felt completely exposed, like open books of panic, yet the crowd saw zero sweat. In a taste test, subjects sipped mysterious liquids, some sweet, some absolutely vile. Tasters swore their twisted faces gave away the nasty flavors instantly to the watchers. But watchers were totally clueless. Absolutely clueless. Your inner chaos is heavily encrypted. That racing heartbeat, strictly a solo experience. Those burning red ears. Nobody else spots the glow. The heavy baggage you dragged in, safely walled off. Researchers grabbed speakers, prepped for the stage, and warned half about this transparency hack right before showtime. The results? Mind-blowing. Armed with this glitch logic, speakers ditched their nerves and absolutely crushed it. Ice cold, totally outperforming the clueless group. Simply knowing the cheat code conquered their worst stage fright. Cue the cynical internet objection. Doesn't social media change everything? Well, yeah, sort of. Apps literally sell paranoia. Views, likes, metrics. Knowing every dumb post gets screen grabbed and roasted. But science remains undefeated. Sweating, a caption for hours. Assuming followers dissect every emoji. The spotlight curse persists digitally. It haunts your algorithms too. So, translate this to life. Count the skipped chances, because failing looked embarrassing. Hands never raised. Chats never initiated. Wasted on imaginary crowds. That cringe remark last week, they forgot it. They're busy, stressing over their own blunders. From Wednesday, remember mispronouncing that simple word publicly. The memory burns. The exact syllable twisting your gut today. Pure dread. This isn't fluffy self-help. It's hard data proving one undeniable, freeing truth. No matter the scenario, nobody is watching you. So eat alone confidently. Ask the dumb questions. Rock the weird shirt and boldly risk failing.